Michael, how you doing?
Good, good.
Trent, nice to see you.
Nice to meet you.
So I wanted to spend a few minutes with you and just talk about camcorders.
All right.
How long have you been around?
Just a few months.
Have you sold any camcorders?
One or two. It's mostly people that are looking for a certain model, and we happen to have it. And of course, I can sell it if they want it already. So
Right. That makes it easy. When
it makes it very easy, right?
Okay. Well, a couple things that you need to be aware of. One is that during the month of August, we have some special pricing that we put out. Okay. Mm-hmm. We want to make sure that that's with the blue pages and that it's readily accessible for you, so you can reference it. There's some pretty terrific SIs to go along with the price changes that were in there.
Right.
So my hope is that we can continue that and use that kind of stuff and make ourselves a lot more competitive. But what I'd like to do is just talk to you a little bit about typically when a customer comes in, okay, and they walk in the store and they express interest, or they see a camcorder, or you see them nosing around. What do you say? What kind of questions do you ask?
I usually ask them, I mean, if I see that they're definitely interested in camcorders, I usually ask them what type of, do they have a camcorder already?
Okay.
And if they do, what they like about it, what they didn't like, or if it's something about, if it's an old one, maybe they don't like tape.
Okay.
They want to find something different. I try to get that information and then see where it goes from there.
Okay. And what are they going to record?
Right, like if it's if they have kids, if they have sports that they're going to record, something like that, and then based on those things, again, usually I'm trying to steer them towards a certain kind of media, depending on what they have, what they didn't like about it, and of course, you know, what we have instead.
Okay. Question for you. You have a name that says "Have you gone HD yet?"
Right.
What's that for?
That's for our televisions. And so if they have a high-def TV, which I ask them about, that's of course one of the categories is whether they have regular standard definition camcorder, and if they have an HD TV, are they going to take advantage of the HD TV by having an HD camcorder?
Right, and this really becomes kind of like a component, you know, for the television set.
Right.
There's a lot of different things that you can do. One of the things that we're trying to get everybody to do is ask them, have they gone HD yet? And
got the sign right here.
There you go. So if everybody had the name badge, it'd make a big difference. It'd answer the
Absolutely.
question right off the bat. So that's terrific. What I'd like to do is talk about a couple of different camcorders. We're going to talk about the SR10, and we're also going to talk about the Samsung, both of which are full HD. Okay, 1080. Okay, which allows you to take advantage of your highest resolution. Okay, so what I'd like for you to do is just kind of put your hands on that one, open up your viewfinder, so if we can get that boy turned on. Okay. How big a hard drive does that have in it? Because that's something everybody wants to know. You know?
This one I believe is 30 or 40 gig hard drive. 40.
40 gig. Okay. So if I'm talking to the customers and relative to benefits, is 40 gig a good amount of hard drive space, or is it too little, too big? How much can I put on there?
Well, that's the thing. On a 40 gig drive, you may get, you know, 8 or 10 hours. It depends on how many, what kind of compression it's using and that kind of thing. So,
if I was just doing standard recording, would I get 2 or 3 hours? Or?
Yeah, probably. Well, if you were doing HD, I would assume it's about 2 or 3 hours.
Okay. And what benefit is that, having that hard drive?
The benefit is you don't have to buy tapes. The hard drive is right here, recording everything when you're transferring it into your home computer, if you're going to do editing or something like that.
Okay.
It looks like a hard drive when you transfer it.
Or just archiving.
Or archiving too.
So you don't have
Yes.
boxes and boxes of tapes like you've had traditionally,
Exactly.
or DVDs or whatever. You can buy alternative hard drives and store all your video on that.
Right.
Okay. Or you can use a hard drive on your computer.
Absolutely.
But there is a money-saving benefit of not having to buy media.
Right.
Okay. So that would be pretty important. Okay. So let's talk about the benefits of this particular Sony. Okay.
Okay.
There is a feature that's called face indexing. You know what that is?
I haven't heard of that, no.
Okay. What we should be able to do is we can turn our menu on. Okay.
Okay.
We'll just kind of talk our way through there.
Okay.
Face detection.
Is this in the movie mode?
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
So we want to get comfortable with face detection. Really what face detection does is it goes through, at any time during recording, there's always points that you want to go back to, or you know, you might want to only take a segment of it if you were pulling something off of a tape.
Right.
Okay. You'll see it brings up the,
Are you in playback mode?
No.
Okay.
Oh, it is now.
Playback mode. Okay.
There we go. Now if we get back over.
It's under movie settings, right? There we go. We just got there.
Oh, okay.
Back up one. Okay.
Movie settings.
So what we do is we put it in the playback mode, okay, and we touch that, and then you get, if you see in this particular video, we have a gentleman and then the two pictures of the small child. Okay?
Right.
So you can basically go directly to that playback mode, and it allows you just to see that portion of the video.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it goes through the entire tape and does the face detection anywhere where you have that ability. That's a pretty cool feature to talk about.
Absolutely, yeah.
The other benefit is that there are an enormous number of menu capabilities with almost any camcorder which have been consistent. And this particular one allows you to push an easy button, and what that does is it takes all of your necessary or your basic functions and puts them up there so that your menu, if you'll see, it's a lot easier to operate, whether it's play, fast forward, reverse, face detection, or whatever the case may be. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay, so those are things that the face detection, you can find your favorite memory automatically, really easy, okay? Talked about the hard drive, storage capability, the ability to save media dollars and having to buy media, okay? Let's talk about the Samsung for a minute. The Samsung comes with a solid state drive, okay? You have any idea what that might do for you?
No.
Okay, what it does is it won't crash, okay? You can use it on a roller coaster, okay? It gives you the ability to record, I think, is it 30 frames per second?
Well, it has a 300 frame per
300 frames per second. So if a golfer or
For slow motion.
sporting
Okay.
events, you can take and record, kids' parties, whatever you want to do, and make little funny vignettes whatever you'd like to do. Both are SD expandable, okay? So you can expand the memory in most all of these by using an SD card.
Okay.
Which allows you to have a different media. Let's say for each you want to come back in the store and you'd like to put it on DVD, you don't have to bring the camcorder with you.
Drop it off. Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or you can use it on your computer to do the
Right,
same thing.
okay.
Because most of our computers allows you to organize your events and record and kind of memorialize some of the memories that you might have on video, which are really cool things compared to what we've had on camcorders before.
Sure.
Because before we always had all this stuff and you had to play back and you had big tapes and half was on one tape and half was on another. It allows you to try to capsulize what you're doing, okay? It doesn't allow you just to kind of record video. It lets you experience. You can do a lot more with the camera than just record video. Okay?
Right.
So the first thing we want to do is ask the customer, have they seen HD yet? Okay. We want to show HD cameras to all of our customers and talk about the benefits of that.
Okay.
We also want to talk about the benefits that it has relative to their using it as a component for their TV.
Right.
Okay. Want to talk about the hard drive and the ability, it makes it no media to buy, you never miss a memory, no tape runs out.
Right.
Okay. You can record and transfer that, start off fresh and clean without having to have another stop and put another DVD in or whatever the case may be.
Right.
On the Samsung, we talked about solid state drives, which it doesn't crash, does up 300 frames per second, allows you to do really slow motion, or you can record while you're on a roller coaster. SD expandability, organizing events and recording your memories, okay. 300 frames per second that we just, see what your eyes miss, whether you're recording your kids pitching or swimming or whatever it is. It's perfect for sports. And it just really allows you the ability not just to record video, but to experience video, okay? And other than that, that really kind of takes you through these things. There are some other things that typically most customers want to talk about that are basics. Size of your view screen, easy button or easy menu button on the Sony. It does come with the Carl Zeiss lens, which is really quality glass. You can hook it up and demo it. We have a training session we're doing on cool demos. You can hook this up to the TVs you have in the store. Okay, with HDMI, it allows you to kind of let the customer see the menu functions, work them through it without having to look at that little screen.
Little screen, right?
Okay, and then it allows you to demo some of the other features and benefits that the camera has. So you think you can do that?
Absolutely.
Okay.